and Duke. But we Spartan dogs, and we champions. And there was a whole bunch of Spartans here. But Steve Kerr and also Klay Thompson, they were here, and they said they didn't know that they really could get back here. When did you guys know collectively that was a possibility?
I've said from the very beginning, no one has proven that they can beat us whole. It has not been proven yet, and I've stood on that. I've believed that. I think, earlier in the year you get off to a great start and you understand, like, man, we got a chance, and we have Klay coming back. Then Klay comes back. The day he gets back, I go down. And, then, okay, go ahead, baby. and then the day I get back, Steph goes, or a game later, Steph goes down. And you start to feel like, man, are we going to be healthy enough to do it? And once they said, oh, Steph will be good to go to start round one, I believe then, like, all right, we healthy, we'll be good to go.
Talk about the, again, the 2 years you guys were down, not healthy. Most organizations, most teams kind of give up, move guys around. It's done. The dynasty is over. How did y'all stay positive, and how did you keep believing? Because a lot of us, me included, you look and you say, hey, this is how teams end, right? But you guys, through those 2 years, stayed together through some tough losses, but kept believing that you can get back here, which we all thought was impossible. So tell us how you did it.
I'm happy you admitted that. I appreciate it.
Hey, wait a minute. You ain't the only tough dude.
I am not acting to be tougher than you, my brother. I don't think that at all.
So tell us how you did it, right?
But honestly, you're going through those 2 years, and it's brutal. I remember Steve coming to me his first year saying, I wish I could give you a red shirt year. Like, we stink, you're gassed, you're tired. I wish I could give you a red shirt year. But it's important that you're around these young guys, that you're trying to teach them winning habits. Even though we're not good enough, our roster isn't built to win any games. It's important that you teach guys the right habits. And then we come into last year, Klay's still out, and he goes to the G League bubble. And when he comes back from the G League bubble, you start to realize, man, this process is starting to come together. Closes the season on an absolute tear. And then he comes into this year ready to go. And Andrew Wiggins turned the corner, becomes an all-star. And you just started to see that, over the course of them 2 years, they keep telling you, like, man, just stay the course. We're building these guys up for when we're healthy. And it's like, dude, I remember coming into the season, my first press conference of the year, I said, it has not been proven that you can mix young and old and win a championship. But that's the challenge for us. And when you got a guy like this turning the corner, Wiggs turning the corner, young rookies like Kuminga and Moody, all those guys turning the corner and wanting to be great, and with the leadership that we've had, Andre, the leadership, this is what we get.
And I got Kuminga, too.
Oh, yeah. Wiseman coming.
Wiseman, you forget.
So I'm just curious. I mean, you've won a lot of championships. Where does this one, with all that you went through, all that you just talked about, where does this rank, can you rank them in terms of, just what it means to you in this franchise?
I think every one is its own journey, and so every journey is hard. Like, I think, when you look at the 2 championships that we won when Kevin was here, everybody think those championships were easy because we were so much better than everybody. But everyone has its ups and downs, and the journey is incredible. Now, what I will say is this journey has been the craziest. From the injuries, young guys just trying to figure it out. We probably changed the way we're running our offense 2 or 3 times this year, and just trying to figure it out. Mike Brown getting through the defense and the defense starting great, then collapsing and getting that back. And so I'd say this journey has been the craziest of all of them, and it's the one that ultimately when you look back on it, you'll probably appreciate the most because the journey has been crazy. But if I'm being 100% honest with you right now, it has not hit me yet.
Yeah.
I'm still – Facts. It's crazy.
Hey, wait till you drink this. It's going to hit you.
Lobo's about to open up in like 2.5 minutes.
Wait till you drink that. It's going to hit you.
We've talked about what he's done. Gary Payton, Wiggins, Otto Porter, and all. You 3 guys. The one guy I've been preaching for about 2 months, I want you to talk about You already read my mind. I want you to talk about Kevon Looney. I'm not saying he doesn't get praise. It's just he's been that staple and that glue guy for you guys.
He has been for years. You know, I always say Kevon Looney, no matter who I've played with, I played with Andre Iguodala for years, and we all know who Andre Iguodala. The most professional guy I've ever been around in my life. Does not have any type of hiccups. Not late for anything. Doesn't complain about anything. Dude don't even like you to help him up off the floor. Like he doesn't complain about anything. And to see him rewarded this year the way he's been rewarded for his hard work, you know, playing 82 games. You're talking about a guy who had two hip surgeries within a matter of 7 months of being a pro.
Wow.
He plays 82 games this year. Is the one steady rock that we have to build up on. He's been in and out of lineups. You know, we sit him one series and think the series not good for him. He comes back in and changes the entire series. You know, this game, this series changed the entire series. Dallas was absolutely amazing. Came and saved us against the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, absolute professional, and it's great to see him get his due because he has put more work in than anybody, and to see him succeed is beautiful.